Good with the people, man. Bro up on your back-to-back, continuing coverage from the hurricane. You know what I'm talking about? But I don't know if you watching this one, man. Hopefully this one upload. My other one upload before this one do. I got another one in the making. It's called Mind Mesmerism. Mind Mesmerism. However you pronounce that word, Monday. You know what I'm talking about, man. But yeah, this one right here, man, is gonna be called Victims. You know what I'm talking about? It was a cold winter night. You know what I'm talking about? This one right here gonna be called Victims. Y'all know breast shout outs normally. You feel me? Shout out the whole penitentiary. You know what I'm talking about, man? Shout out the whole penitentiary, bro. Just shout out everybody, man. Everybody on the bottom of the thing, everybody on the top of the thing. You know what I'm talking about? Keep that head up. We gonna get through it to get to it, right? Talk about it's a real, right? This one gonna be called Victims. I don't promote no drug usage. I don't promote no drug sellage. I don't promote no alcohol consumption. I don't take a sip of sippage. No. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no crime. I don't promote no violence. I don't promote no domestic violence. I don't promote nothing, bro. All I promote is y'all go ahead and do what you gonna do with your time. You know what I'm talking about, man? We don't know how much we got. But bro loves everybody around the world. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know I got to do all this before we get into it. You know what I'm talking about? Worldwide. You know what I'm talking about? How y'all doing out there, man? On this mind mesmerizing Monday it is. You know what I'm talking about? But this one right here gonna be called Victims, man. You say victims, bro, what is you talking about, man? Victims, folks. Now, in this world, people just people. But also in this world, like stuff becomes a fad. You get what I'm saying? So you'll have some kind of person that wasn't even this type of person, and he'll get around some other kind of cast brand. They'll become this type of person, if you get what I'm saying, man. You know what I'm talking about? It's almost like that peer pressure stuff. You know what I'm talking about? You probably don't, but you probably one of these victim people. You know what I'm saying? Now I bought this one. This one came about some shit I just seen. First of all, we finna get into this victim shit. The shout out to everybody who can't sleep because they high. You know what I see you like, you know what I'm talking about? Come on down. I thought I had something on my hat. But yeah, first of all, man, the victim, the type of motherfucker I'm talking about, man, these victim type motherfuckers is a lot of victim type motherfuckers, not all of them, you know what I'm talking about? And this don't fit everybody, bro. This is just to the people it fit, you know what I'm talking about? But a lot of them victim type of motherfuckers, bro, be they keep score from the jump. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of them type of victim type ass motherfuckers, you know what I'm talking about? They keep score. You get what I'm saying? You say, what you mean by they keep score? See, the victim type of motherfucker that keep score, if you want these people to keep score, because people keep score a lot. If you want the motherfuckers that keep score, bro, no matter what you do, it's gonna be more important than what anybody else did. Because that's the type of motherfucker, these victim type of motherfuckers, this victim mindset. This shit gonna cover a wide range of shit. You know, I'm talking about a wide range of shit. You know, I'm talking about wide range. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. What you say, bro? Old lady. You know what I'm talking about? So for first of all, man, this victim type motherfucker, they keep score a lot, bro. So whatever the victim-minded motherfucker do, bro, it's always gonna mean more than when you did it. You get what I'm saying? Even though y'all could have did the same thing. You could have gave a motherfucker a ride, and then they gave you a ride. But the ride they gave you was more important than the ride you gave them for whatever reason, man. That's why I tell you a lot of these niggas starting to think like a bitch. Because the bitch being thought like this, you get what I'm saying? And I picked up on this since I was young. Bro. I picked up on this. I seen this a long time ago. If a bitch has a job, bro, that bitch is gonna act like she works harder than anybody else in the world. That's just, you know what I'm talking about. Now, not all bitches, but the ones that I've come across ever since I've been little. That bitch is gonna act like, because she has a job, she works harder than anybody in the world. She just is, bro. Since I've been little, I've been seeing this shit. From family members, it's just, if a female got a job, bro, she's going to feel like she works harder than anybody in the world. And she's always in need of some kind of vacation. And she's always in need of some kind of break because she just works too motherfucking hard. Now let me explain something to y'all, people. because this victim video right here is gonna end in a story. Now y'all might know the story. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't gotta expose nobody. You might know the story though. Yeah. Where was I at? Yeah, since I've been little, bruh. For some reason, the bitch feels like if she has a job, that like that's the motherfucking height of the motherfucking world. So she's always in need of some kind of pampering. She's always in need of some kind of break. You get what I'm saying? Because she has a job. She just works. You know what I'm talking about? Like everybody who don't work don't need it. It's just weird, y'all. There's a lot of victim-minded people, man. They only see them. That's how they get to be a victim. Because you only get to see your point of view. That's how somebody's always doing you wrong. Somebody should have. That's just how we get into the victim mind state. You know, dog. So take this without. Ever since I've been little, man, I've been seeing the same shit, right? Now, first of all, y'all, whatever the fuck you do is just what you do. You get what I'm saying? Handle your business, man. There's all kind of ways to handle your business, folks. You get what I'm saying? There is no motherfucking blue book on how to handle your motherfucking business, man. And see, this is where we get fucked up in life and start giving out a bunch of misleading information. The moment we come across somebody who ain't into the shit we do, we like to title the shit that they do. Now, if you came across somebody who sold drugs, bro, that's just what they do for a living or to get their pecans. You might work, bro. You don't have to look down on the person that sells dope just because you got a job, because they done told you that's an honest living. A lot of y'all sound stupid as a motherfucker with that, because I've seen, that's the story we're gonna get into. CD Movie Man. I'm gonna tell you how fucked up y'all think and what's wrong with us as people. See, victims, the victim mind state, first of all, I can't really explain it, but you just see everything from the way you think. You get what I'm saying? So the moment, however you thought something was gonna be in your head, don't go like it is in your head. It's finna be a problem. Because the victim-minded person always has a problem. It's never just cool. You know what I'm talking about? They're gonna find a problem with whatever going on. I'm telling you, they could be in heaven and they gonna complain about it's too many clouds. That's the victim-minded person. They always gonna find a problem with something. And that's why I be telling y'all, a lot of you niggas starting to think like Sergeant Sis. And that's why, bro, you niggas will look at something and the first thing that comes to your mind is how you could critique it. You know what I'm talking about? That's the first thing come to your mind. We don't even congratulate no more. We don't even shout out the players no more and shit. You know what I'm talking about? The first thing we come to our motherfucking mouth is a critique. Yeah, that's cool, but you know what I'm talking about? They done told you they took you out your action figure. They didn't put you in the spirit of the hater police bitch who hired her. You know what I'm talking about? Back to the victims. You know what I'm talking about? But the people that's like this, man, no matter what they do, they just, like if they got a job in their mind, they working harder than everybody else. Whatever they do, you know what I'm talking about, they, like if they did something for somebody, they're more generous than everybody else. Just everything they do is 10 times when anybody else does the same thing. You get what I'm saying? The victim type minded motherfucker. So like I was saying, since I was little, any bitch that I seen with a job where I was at, bro, she needed a vacation just because, like, this is what I want y'all to understand. Anything you do, you're not doing for nobody else. You're doing it for yourself. Do you get what I'm saying? So, like, if you work to get your money or whatever, bro, you're not doing that for nobody else. It's like you don't get a reward for working. You just doing that shit, you know what I'm talking about, to handle your business, take care of whatever you got to take care of. You get what I'm saying? That's all it is, folks. You don't get a present for that shit. You don't. You feel me? But the motherfucker who think like a victim, they gonna make themselves a victim of the job. You get what I'm saying? They is like a victim type of person, bro. They are victims of everything, anything, bro. If they get a job, they gonna complain about that. If they don't have a job, they gonna complain. A victim type of person, bro, they just gonna be it's just always gonna be something. If you get my point, you get what I'm saying? But this is just to the people out there, bro. If you pay your bills or whatever, bro, you don't don't none of that shit deserve a award, bro. You get what I'm saying? And we good for that. We just good for that shit. Here they go again. We just good for that shit, folks. We good for bragging about shit that's just supposed to be done. You feel me? I used to see that a lot in jail. You feel me? Where a motherfucker would be like, man, I sent my kids to college, and that's cool, folks. That's some all right parenting. You get what I'm saying? That's some good parenting, bruh. But you don't get an award for that, bruh. That's just what you was supposed to do. You know what I mean? And we weird with that. We hella weird with that. You get what I'm saying? Cause we good for wanting to battle with like I don't know, just shit you supposed to do. You know, nigga, I pay my bills. I gotta. You know what I'm talking about? Come on, bro. That's what you supposed to do as a grown up. You don't get a reward for that. You get what I'm saying? So anything you doing or anything you got, man, that's something you're supposed to have, folks. You get what I'm saying? You don't get a reward for that, but like we just tease people. I don't know, bro. We just all over the place. But let me get into this motherfucking story, man. CD Movie Man. You know what I'm talking about? Now y'all look. You know the CD Movie Man, just a regular average type motherfucker. You feel me? CD Man, Movie Man, just one of them people. I guess he ain't gonna just like he don't believe in working for people. You get what I'm saying? And this is something that I think as people we got bad because I'm finna get back into the story. We just come to judgment. You know what I'm talking about? What we approve of or what we don't approve of. And I'm telling you, we got that bad because we could come in, like you could be married, and we could come to your marriage as a single person and tell you what I approve and don't approve of your marriage. That shit is just bonkers. You know what I'm talking about? It just makes no sense, folks. It just don't. But let me get back into the story, man. I say some of y'all might know the story. Brett just the average person, man. Bringing into what's going on in the world, all that shit, man. Brett just trying to get him a little few dollars. Brett really want to do some shit like we kept talking about was like getting him one of the flea markets or something, a little booth where he can sell his shit at. You get what I'm saying? That's all Brett really wanted to do. I say, I don't know. It was like he was, I don't know, anywhere from $150, $250 a day, just depending on the day, you know what I mean? But Brett was a little good side hustle or whatever. Brett didn't have no job or whatever. So this is what Brett did. Now, for some reason, a motherfucker is on Brett about what he doing, even though Brett, you know what I'm talking about? When it comes to the, like the shit, like bills and all that shit, everything cool, you know what I mean? Brett gonna make it right, you know what I'm talking about? Brett had a little good hustle. Brett one of the people you could call for movies, he'll come deliver all that shit right there, you know what I'm talking about? CDs and all that type of shit right there. If you need something, he'll come deliver it to you all times of night, all that shit right there, you get what I'm talking about? So, motherfuckers still complaining for whatever reason about a job. Now look, all the shit this nigga can do ain't gonna even make him as much money as he's making doing this little side hustle. But if for some reason the motherfucker just wants a motherfucker to have a job. I'm gonna tell you something else I've been watching my whole life too. Is that shit right there. Like, say you sell dope. You might be making more money than the motherfucker with the job. But the motherfucker with the job for some reason still just wants you to work. You feel what I'm saying? Just like if a motherfucker gotta go to work, it's like a motherfucker almost got a mentality like, if I work, you should work too. Some shit like that. You get what I'm saying? What the fuck I just... Yo, hold on. Where was we at in the store? The selling of the CDs in the movie, right? So, for whatever reason, a motherfucker still bugging this motherfucker about the job. Now, mind you, my man Dane is one of these people who be watching the crowd. She one of them bitches. You get what I'm saying? There's always these bitches thinking all that, somebody hating on her. She one of them type of ass bitches. Always got the, you know what I'm talking about? She needs all the latest. She needs all the bags and all that. She one of them type bitches, right? So, and all that's fine and dandy. You get what I'm saying? So, So motherfucker buy hold on, what this bitch I think that bitch did security or some shit. You know what I mean? But anyway, bitch bugging the motherfucker, whatever dude, just doing his thing. Like I said, Brett don't want nothing but he keep talking about this little strip mall joint, or he keep trying to find him a little spot where he could just open up him a little booth and sell his shit. You know what I'm talking about? Motherfucker acting like there's something wrong with that. You get what I'm saying? The motherfucker act like there's something wrong about you wanting to do something for yourself, folks. You get what I'm saying? When it ain't be on somebody's clock. A motherfucker look at you because all these labels and shit we got in society. A motherfucker look at you like you, a motherfucker want to act like because you don't want to be a slave, you lazy. That's what motherfucker actually act like. Like you lazy if you don't want to be a slave. If you got a vision and you just don't see yourself, you know what I mean? You just don't see yourself like that. A motherfucker will, you know what I'm talking about? They'll slander you. Like you this and you that, you know what I mean? It's too damn. See, there's nothing wrong with working, not working, none of that shit, bro. It's just whatever you need when you need it. You get what I'm saying? I ain't gonna talk against work. I can tell you why I don't really like work and jobs and all that shit. You feel me? But it ain't nothing wrong with working. You feel me? Lazy is not even going to get a job if you need one at the time. Now that's lazy. You get what I'm saying? You just want to sit around and wait for everybody else to. No, that's being lazy. You get what I'm saying? Now a nigga will work. Now do I want to work? Hell no. But will I work? Hell yeah. You feel me? I ain't lazy. But so a motherfucker kept trying to play bread like that. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm gonna tell you something. I keep interrupting the story, don't I? I'm gonna tell you something else I've seen since I was little for some reason. Just the people I've been around. This don't apply to everybody once again. But bitches always like to I've seen bitches like niggas that have a job, so they like bitches like to know where you at all times for some reason. You get what I'm saying? Like bitches like to have you on a clock. Now I don't know if that's to watch you or just so she know how much time she has to do something. I don't know. It's either or. You know what I'm talking about? But since I've been living, I've been noticing that too. You know what I'm talking about? Like bitches like for a motherfucker to be on a clock, like to be on some kind of schedule or something. They hate when a motherfucker just got free time. Like I make my money, I don't have to be on the clock to make my money. I could just be free and be in corners, ride. You know what I'm talking about? Alright, they got a problem with that because you know, because for some reason people feel like if they work hard, they look at you and feel like you should be doing. I don't know, it's a weird ass thing. But anyway, they on that. Now, they've been together for a minute. You get what I'm saying? Now, it ain't really nothing wrong. Now, the only thing wrong is this bitch over here just keep wanting this nigga to do something else. The bitch just not satisfied with what the fuck going on. You feel what I'm saying? So the bitch want the nigga to do what I think it is, how it always comes down to. It's like a bitch be wanting you to do what she wants you to do. You get what I'm saying? That's the only way a bitch can be happy. If you do what she wants you to do. You get what I'm saying? So this is what ends up happening. My man ain't budging. He just doing his thing. He ain't even really tripping off that shit. You feel what I'm saying? It's really a good little side hustle. If a nigga ain't got a job or something, you feel me? So, and once again, at the time, the only thing this nigga eligible for, you ain't finna be making nothing, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? It's one of them jobs like you finna be making 600 every 2 weeks, 700 every 2 weeks type shit. You know what I'm talking about? 1,400 a month. And once again, I told you this nigga make anywhere from like 120, 50 to 253, just depending on his day. But he gonna make a good 120 or something for sure. You get what I'm saying? $100 or something. That's not bad, bro. That should add up if you just not, you know what I'm talking about? If you the type of nigga Brett was. If you just think, if you made, just say 150 every day for 5 days, you can work 7 days a week. You feel me? That shit gonna come up to like, say you made 200 to 5 days, that's $1,000, bro, 5 days. You know what I'm talking about? You can say that's $1,000 a week. It's just your hustle. But these are the things he doing. Once again, I'm gonna get to the story. But I also think, this is just my opinion now, I don't know. This is just my opinion. But I also think the bitch didn't like that move that my nigga was doing because bitches used to come up buying the shit. You feel what I'm saying? So a bitch really already got something in the back of her head too, you know what I'm talking about? You just out here floating around. You come into contact with bitches selling them shit and all that. So a bitch already got her funny suspicions. I think that's what it really was. You get what I'm saying? So one day, my nigga in front of the store whatnot, and I guess this bitch partner come up or something. You know what I'm talking about? See this nigga selling CDs or whatever. And I don't want to say they got the T's in the bitch, but somehow this bitch was embarrassed. And this is one thing too, y'all. Don't never be embarrassed to make no money, man. I ain't talking about selling your soul. But like niggas say you had to pick up cans or whatever. The nigga don't never be embarrassed to make no money, bro. You get what I'm saying? So I guess now the bitch is embarrassed. You get what I'm saying? Cause her nigga in front of the liquor store selling movies or CDs or whatever. Now she on this nigga, she really on this nigga. I get for whatever reason that made the bitch furious. You get what I'm saying? I guess she felt like the world was laughing at her because some other broke ass bitch who ain't even got nothing going for herself. You know what I'm talking about? Nothing going for herself. Seen a nigga that you was fucking with doing something. So I guess they teased the bitch or the bitch was so embarrassed. Long story short. They stopped fucking with each other or whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? I guess that was the last straw for the bitch. You know what I'm talking about? She could do better than this and all that. So, Bridget's on out there. You know what I'm talking about? Bridget's still selling movies. Bridget's in the win. You know what I'm talking about? Now the bitch, the victim once again, the bitch, she started fucking with some nigga, the dope dealer nigga, for a few minutes or whatever, because I guess she thought that, you know how they say grass is greener and all that? I guess that's what she thought. Guess what the bitch did? Had nothing but complaints about that. Now guess what the dope dealer nigga do? The dope dealer nigga ain't fucking with a whole bunch of other bitches. There's always some shit. Nigga always gone, don't come on. It's all this shit. Now guess what? Bitch just missing a regular old CD nigga. CD movie, man. Now the bitch missing him. You know what I'm talking about? Now all of a sudden, you know what I'm talking about? You was just embarrassed of the nigga a minute ago. Now all of a sudden this other idea you had in your head that you thought was gonna work and you just thought it was gonna be a magical ending and all that shit. You get over there, now you ain't got nothing but still complaints. Complaints, the victim. Cause you always not gonna like something. That victim mind state shit. See, I'm not explaining it like y'all thought I was gonna explain it. I ain't just talking. This shit covers a wide variety of shit. Like I told you at the beginning, I ain't just talking about the motherfuckers that just always complaining and somebody always. I ain't just talking about them. I'm talking about how no matter what could go on, nigga, you will complain, nigga. The victim. I'm talking about that victim shit. Cause as long as I've been living, bruh, you can give a motherfucker that was dehydrated, nigga, finna starve of dehydration. You can give them some water, and they will complain that it wasn't soda. Since I've been living. You feel me? But that's what the bitch did. The bitch went over there, you know what I'm talking about? Had a baby and shit. The bitch she ain't even end up, she about broke up with the dope dealer dude, went back to the partner for a minute, but I don't know. Bro, that shit just, I guess it wasn't a sign. So they ended up breaking wide. But the bitch did all that shit just to end up trying to come back to a motherfucker anyway. You get what I'm saying? Bitch did all that complaining about something that was never wrong. Bitch fucked her own blessing up. You know what I'm talking about? Went through all that other shit, then went and had a baby by a motherfucker you don't want to be with now. You hate your baby daddy more than you hated the CD movie man. You know what I'm talking about? But now you got a kid by him, so this nigga all just stuck and it's just hella unnecessary shit. You feel what I'm talking about? For no reason. You know what I'm talking about? For no motherfucking reason. Just complaining about nothing. Only to go through all that shit, leave, come back with some other shit. You know what I'm talking about? Now there's a kid involved and some more shit. Now you got to deal with this motherfucker you claim you hate for the rest of your life, and then you go back to a player. You know what I'm talking about? By that time, you done fucked it off with the player. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't even really feeling that shit no more. You know what I'm talking about? So that shit ain't even last. But you lost you a good, just a good nigga for nothing, bro. That was the moral to the story. You lost a good person in your life for nothing. Because when you had him, and this is what we do at people, we don't appreciate what we actually have. It's just like a toy, like when you're a little kid, and you be wanting the Batman car and shit. You been bugging the motherfucker about this shit for all year, man. You get that motherfucker and play with it twice. It's just like that, bro. It's like we run around this motherfucker just to thrill to try to get some shit we ain't got. Then when we get it, we don't want to play with it no more. We get tired of it. It be like that. You feel what I'm saying? You can have everything that you want, bro. Everything that you need, and you still complain about something. And we got that shit bad as people. And that's why I'm even on this victim shit. You get what I'm saying? Cause motherfuckers just, they act like, us as people, we act like victims. That's the best way I can explain it, man. We act like this world was catered to. I mean, this world was made to cater to us. You get what I'm saying? That's how we act as people. We walk around this motherfucker like motherfuckers is not supposed to do us wrong. Ain't nobody supposed to get over on us. Everybody supposed to give us exactly what we want, when we want. Like, we just act like this motherfucker was made to cater to us. And that's further from the truth. You know what I'm talking about? I don't even know if I'll be saying that shit right. Further from the truth. Nephew said so, man. Nephew said so, man. Lady. Hey, what'd you say, bro? Oh, lady. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? On some real shit. But on this victim shit, bro, we run around this motherfucker with a, with almost like a, what word I'm looking for? It's the same thing as privilege. But we run around this motherfucker like we privileged. You know what I'm talking about? Or that's the way we expect to be treated. And that's how they get us into acting like big ass kids too. But on this victim shit, this world is going to the wayside, y'all. It just is. We developing some behaviors and some motherfucking attitude that's never been seen, never been known to men. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, I ain't seen this shit the likes of, I don't know what the fuck going on. But as people, man, we ungrateful. We ungrateful, selfish ass motherfuckers. We are. You know what I mean? We are. We some selfish, ungrateful ass motherfuckers. On some real shit. Life is just life, folks. That's why motherfuckers say keep on pushing. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out Real Topics. Trust that process. Worldwide. You know what I'm talking about? Real round, man. Real wide. You know what I'm talking about? You just gotta keep on pushing, man. You know what I'm talking about? Like I said, you're gonna have ups, you're gonna have downs, man. The key to that shit is just being even. Nigga being level-headed. Nigga through all that shit, bruh. Like I say, this shit, like, far as material shit, just shit come and go, bruh. Only thing that, go and don't come is time, nigga. You feel me? So just get the most out you. Just get the most out you, folks. Don't run around on this victim shit, bruh. Because once again, before I get up out of here, man, the victim type of motherfuckers, man, like, they just think whatever they do is more than what anybody else do. So they just gonna turn the simplest shit and they gonna make it mean something, bruh. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna be the simplest shit and they gonna make it mean something because they did it. You get what I'm saying? Everybody else doing the same shit. It's just like with that working shit. I got a job, but I act like I work harder than anybody in America. So I need vacations to be pampered and all this shit because I got the same motherfucking 9 to 5 that everybody else got in America. We just think that, like, we walk around thinking we need to be rewarded for shit that, like, nigga, that's just life, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? You don't get no reward for handling your business, folks. You just don't. The reward you get out of handling your business is handling your business. You get what I'm saying? So hopefully you living good by handling your business. That's the reward in that shit, folks. The shit that you able to do. That's the reward in that shit. But we don't be grateful for that shit, bro. It's always something else, bro. Like, we just don't. We just, I don't know. Shit just weird. But I know it's trickling down to the kids. And that's why a lot of times I'll be even up here saying this shit. It's trickling down to the kids. So this shit just gonna get worse. Cause we building everybody with a sense of entitlement. Like motherfuckers just supposed to do shit for us. You get what I'm saying? And that's all we passing down. That's all we passing down. That's why everybody's so shocked now when you tell them no or just anything, bro. I don't know. You feel me? But don't be one of them victim people, folks. Just be one of them people, folks. Just be a good person, folks. That's all you gotta do. Because when you're a good person, you don't count shit. You get what I'm saying? When you're a good person, you don't count shit. You just do shit as a good person does. It ain't no scoreboard, folks, in your relationships with people. You get what I'm saying? Because that's another thing too. Before I get up out of here, I done made 2 long ass videos today. I didn't come to you yesterday, man. So I guess this is my makeup video. Now, say you needed $100, bro. You done called everybody in the world. You need $100, and when nobody else give it to you, your partner slid it to you. Now, say your partner, one time your partner needed, I don't know, $2,500. He was looking for it. He didn't, and you slid it to him. Do you realize y'all did the same thing, bruh? It's the gesture. The amount of money didn't matter, bruh. It was a motherfucker was there for you when you needed them, and you was there for a motherfucker when they needed you. It ain't no bigger, it's the gesture, folks. It's the same action. It don't matter if it was $100, $20 to a motherfucker loaning you $1 million, bruh. A motherfucker did something for you in the time of your need. It's the same thing, folks. It just is. But it's people what we do, bruh. When we do something, we make it, that's just like, you might not like somebody when they do something, right? And you can turn around and do the same thing, but you'll come up with a rationalization why you did it. But when somebody else do it, it just burns you up. But you can turn around and do the same thing, and then you can give somebody a reason of why you did it. It's just like that, folks. You, like, as people, we walk around and we act like the shit we do is more than what anybody else does. You know what I'm talking about? It'll be the same thing. But we always trying to put ourselves somewhere way up here. You know what I'm talking about? I don't get it, folks. I don't. But it's the same gesture, folks. That's all. Both of y'all was there when the motherfucker needed you. You can't make it seem like a motherfucker did a bigger favor for you because it was more. You get what I'm saying? You was there for a motherfucker, and at the time you only needed $100, bro. It ain't even like you needed the 25. That's what you needed at that time, and with nobody else fuck with you. And your nigga fucked with you. You get what I'm saying? Just like in his time of need. You get what I'm saying? So the amount shouldn't have mattered, bruh. It was just a gesture. But we get caught up in that, in these times, nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. What'd you say, bruh? Old lady. You know what I'm talking about? We caught up in these times, bruh. Keep and scroll. Always trying to seem like we do the most. You know what I'm talking about? We just done did more for everybody than anybody in the world. You know what I'm talking about? We get too caught up in that shit. We just do, man. And that be that victim shit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna say, man, they ain't got nothing to do with no victim, but it does, bruh. Cause all that shit run hand in hand with the way you think, folks. It just do. All that shit run hand in hand with the way you think. You feel me? That's why every time you do, like, somebody could do something for you, and if they said something about it, you would use a different logic. Like, man, you even had to do that. A real friend, you'll start saying all that shit, right? Then you do something for somebody and put them on blast instantly. It's different then, because you don't have the same logic at the time. You just don't. Because as people, we always try to get shit up off of us. As people, we just like to do what we like to do, whether it's wrong or right, then try to explain it like we always in the right. You get what I'm saying? It's a big thing, and it's going to segue a little bit, because I seen them do this shit in sports. When they was talking about the 49ers and Trey Lance, and they was like, you just don't want to give them away, because then you'll just have to admit to the league that you made a mistake. So what? Why is that so hard? If a motherfucker if we all know that ain't nobody perfect, why are we so scared of being wrong? I don't get it. If we know ain't nobody perfect, why are we so scared of being wrong? Why are we so excuse me, we don't never want to have egg on our face. We always want to be the person to say I told you so. But if we say something then we was wrong, we don't it's weird, folks. It's weird. And it's so weird that a motherfucker would do anything not to be wrong. Motherfucker switch history, just anything not to be wrong. It wasn't you. You know what I'm talking about? That shit crazy. That shit crazy as fuck, folks. That shit crazy as fuck, bro. But on this one right here, it's called Victims. You know what I'm talking about? Moral of this story is, don't be like old girl. You know what I'm talking about? Complaining about nothing. You get what I'm saying? Still a victim somehow, complaining about nothing. Because victims never seem to be happy. You get what I'm saying? So this bitch sit here, did all this complaining. Oh, it really got, it was just, oh, that was the last straw when her partner seen her nigga in front of the liquor store selling movies and CDs and shit. She didn't see the nigga out there asking for change. You know what I'm talking about? She didn't see the nigga out there snorting heroin or powder or smoking you know what I'm talking about? She didn't see the nigga, fucking with a bitch and nothing. She seen the nigga out there hustling. And the bitch got embarrassed of a nigga hustling. Y'all crazy as a motherfucker, bruh. So that was her last straw. To go do a whole bunch of other shit. She got one of them rich niggas that all them foreigners and shit. You know what I'm talking about? The best bags money can buy. You know what I'm talking about? All that shit right there. And unhappy, complaining about the nigga ain't never around, don't never come home, all that shit right there. So you sitting there with all them bags and them cars and shit you wanted, but now you ain't got the time. Now nigga don't come home. It don't make no sense, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? And if you one of them victim-minded motherfuckers, bruh, your situation gonna end like that because you ain't gonna never be happy. Even inside something that ain't wrong, you gonna find something that you don't like. Don't get in the habit of doing that. Because that's the number one way to fuck your blessing off. It is. Complaining about what you have. That's the number one way to fuck your blessing off, man. Whatever the fuck you got, be grateful for it. And just push on and get more. But don't be one of these, as I call them, victim-minded people. Don't be one of them people, folks. And no matter what, even when there's nothing wrong, you have a complaint about something. You know what I'm talking about? You don't like what's going on some kind of way. Because that's just the way you see life, folks. And that's, like I said, that's the number one way to fuck your blessing off. Because it's just going to be hard for you to appreciate whatever the fuck it is you have. You know what I'm talking about? Before you can even get more, you got to appreciate what you got already. I know we living in a world of just the fly, the overnight success and all that. And you could just wake up and be popular, you know what I'm talking about? Y'all consider views to be popping and all that shit. You could just go viral, you know what I'm talking about, and all that shit. And you could just wake up and everybody talking about you, saying your name and all that old bullshit right there, bro. I know we living in that world, man, but in real life, it's just shit don't really work like that. You know what I'm talking about? But it's just cool to appreciate whatever the fuck it is you do got. You get what I'm talking about? Really, when you wake up, it's just cool to appreciate that. That's a blessing in itself. You feel me? But what do I know? Only you could prevent forest fires. And with that one right there, man, if you don't remember nothing else, always remember it don't cost nothing. Just to show a little bit of that love.